checking out my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the new Kamado Joe. I got this from Lowe's recently. They had to deliver it. I went there to pick it up in person and realized it was about 250 or 300 pounds. Definitely suggest the delivery method there. I think it'll be tough to bring it home and unbox it yourself. So this is what it looked like after delivery here. You can see they've set everything up. It's got your wheels with locking casters that you can lock in place as you're about to do a smoke, and those are the dogs there. Here are the side tables that you can just pop up on it. On top, you'll notice you have the ability to open this up. I believe they call it the daisy mechanism to be able to let smoke out as you do your cook. So upon opening it, you'll notice it's got just a few parts that came with it here. I've not unboxed those yet. I think they're just some tools for it, an ash tool it looks like, and then a grill gripper as well, so I'm sure those will come in handy. You'll also notice the stone, I believe, will be good to use for making pizzas, and also it is used as a deflector as well. So I'm going to unbox this a little bit, and then I'll show you how to load the coal inside of it, which I already have here. I'm using the Kamado Joe Big Block brand. This is my first time with this sort of lump charcoal. I have used Hasty Bake brand lump charcoal in the past, and it seems to work well, so we'll see how this does, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, I've got the lid open now on the grill here. You'll notice inside of here is where all the charcoal will go. I already have the charcoal ready. I used about a half of a 5-gallon bucket here, and all I'm going to do is dump that inside of there. Now for the smoke that I'm about to do later today on some baby back ribs, I am going to put some apple chunks on here. Really is what I'm trying to do right now, is I'm just trying to understand how this thing is going to operate and what sort of temperatures I can hold based on certain locations. The top being open, and you'll also notice here on the front you do have a compartment that you can open to access to let air flow in, and you also have an ash pan in there, which is unique to this grill, and so we'll play around with those. But all right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my fire starters. I recommend using 100% natural fire starters, no sort of lighting fluid, nothing with any sort of petroleum base in it. From what I understand, in these sort of smokers, in grills, especially because of the ceramic on the inside, from what I understand, the taste will never leave the smoker. So I'm going to use 2 of these. I've never used them before, but it looks like it's a biomass fire starter. I'm just going to lay those right on top and get these lit here. It's like they want to light pretty easy, which is good. And then now that they're lit, I'm just going to lay a few of these chunks of charcoal over the top and over the top of them, and obviously try not to smother them in the process here. You'll notice you can just see a slight glow under there. From what I understand on these smokers, that should be enough to get it started. And then I'm going to put the deflector in here, which just sits right on top here. And then this one goes right here as well. As I do my baby back ribs later today, I am going to put a tray in here that will have water in it, so that'll be the next thing. This allows the grates of the grill to be lifted up a little bit higher from the grill itself, or from the deflector. So I'm going to lay these in here as well. And then now that the fire's lit and everything's going, I'm going to close this down. I am going to open this up here to let some air flow through, and then I will leave the top, the daisy mechanism, I'm going to leave it wide open, and we should start to see some smoke out. So right now on the grill, you'll notice it has a few indicators on here in Fahrenheit and Celsius, from smoking, barbecue, roasting, steakhouse searing, which obviously when you're up here in these upper ranges, you're going to get some really high heat on these. From what I understand, you can really get some good heat off of these really quickly. So you want to make sure as you're letting air into it that you don't get overly aggressive, because it can get really hot really quick, and it's hard to get the temperature back down on it. So we'll let this go for a little bit and check back in about 15 minutes and see where we're at from a temperature standpoint. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. You'll notice the temperature on the grill here is almost up to 300. I'm gonna close the big vent up top and the door down here. I'm gonna go about 2 inches there on the bottom, and then I'm just gonna open these just a little of the way here. You can kind of see, if you want to zoom in there, how far the daisy mechanism's open there. Goal, of course, here for me would be to drive this down to that 225 mark. Right now I'm about 275. Is what I wanted to see is if I got the grill too hot, how hard it would be to bring down the temperature. So as stated, this is my first time with this smoker in particular. I've definitely heard of the Big Green Egg. The Kamado Joe was brand new to me. Checked out all the options on it. Found a great deal at Lowe's on it. Got all of this equipment here at Lowe's as well, which I found convenient. When I was back in Tulsa on my Hasty Bake, they had a great store, the Hasty Bake store out there in Tulsa. If you've never heard of them, you should look them up. And that's where I got all my smoking stuff. I'll be able to show you some of that here in a bit. All right, so I've got all the vents closed now on the grill here. My goal is I'm gonna head to the store now and get my baby back ribs. I'm gonna show you guys my method of cooking those. It'll be a dry rub recipe. I have some seasonings that I like to use personally in a way that I like to dress those, and I look forward to it. This will be my very first attempt at smoking ribs on this. I do have experience on the Green Mountain Grill, which you can see over there. And then I also used to own a Hasty Bake, which was a charcoal, lump charcoal smoker as well, and a grill combo much like this. So I'll be able to show you what we do to prepare our baby back ribs, and look forward to showing you that here in a little bit.